and welcome to my channel. As you can see, I have here some old coasters, sun catchers, whatever they used to be, and I had them hanging outside in my tree as sun catchers, but they lost somehow the colors, or I didn't really like them anymore. For some reason I want to pimp them over, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in this video. And I'm planning to put some fabric on it. You see it there laying there, the blue stuff on the right, and I'll show you later. I take my nail file and sand the surface a little bit, so everything that's not resin will have much more surface to stick on there. Because if with the nail file you make ridges in it, and that will increase the surface a whole lot. So I have those self-printed fabric pieces here, and I'm trying to figure out which one to use. And I'm placing my coaster on top of there just to see whether they're big enough or not. Of course, I've seen that there is enough fabric really for those 4 coasters. I just wanted you to see how that looks maybe when you put this special design on. At the end, I'm going for the first design. Yeah, and this is what I'm going to use in this video. Like I said, this is the piece of fabric that I'm going for, and I like the gradient colors on that. That gives me the possibility to get 2 kind of color schemes, not color schemes, two kind of like 2 dark ones and 2 light colored ones. And I'm cutting them out now, like only roughly, because better too much fabric than too less, because if it's too less, you can't fix that. Now I'm putting my coasters on top of the fabric, and I'm cutting that out only roughly, not exact, because this ain't possible with those coasters on top. Well, it would have been better if the coasters wouldn't have this geode edging somehow, because if they would have had a straight edging or like just a round one, it would have been much easier in the end, but you'll see that too. I'm gluing the fabric pieces on my coasters with some gloss varnish. That has 2 reasons. The first one is that I have to glue it on with something, and the second one is that the gloss varnish will seal the fabric, so it will so it's not possible for air bubbles to get to the surface when I'm putting my resin on. So it's kind of a sealant also, and yeah, I have to glue it on with something, so I might as well just use that. I put a generous amount of this gloss varnish on the bottom of that fabric piece, and I will also put a lot of it on the top to seal the top all the way. What you got to be aware of is the sides. I didn't really get this right with the gloss varnish, so I took some other product to fix that problem, but I'll show you later. to add a little sparkle to those coasters, I decided to put some gold leaf on it. And the coasters were still a little damp with those gloss varnish fabric pieces on top, and I was hoping that the gold leaf might stick a little better to it because of that, but it really didn't. And well, it only stuck in the end because I pressed it down with my fingers, so I had the gold leaf all over my fingers too. So, and this is how it looks now. A little bit of sparkle on that coaster, and to fix the gold leaf on top of that, I put another coat of the gloss varnish on top so it won't just rub off until I seal it. So I'm cutting now the edges, trying to get as close to the coaster edges as I can with my scissor, but that doesn't work like really good with a big scissor like that. And that's what I said in the beginning. It would have been easier if I just had a straight line like on a round coaster without any geode edging things. Here I realized that the gloss varnish didn't do a good job on the edges, so I decided to take some super glue and glue those edges right on there so I can work with them better. Of course, I did glue my fingers on too, and I had to spend 3 days getting the glue back off of my fingers. You know, super glue. The super glue did harden the fabric really good, so I was able to take my deburn tool and cut the fabric exact the way as the coaster is underneath, and that was like kind of a bonus because I was wondering how to do it otherwise. Ever since I did on my first recycling video on coasters, I did do something to the surface on top, but not to the back. So this time I want to do it differently, and I decided to paint the backs with some acrylic paint to make them look pretty as well. Because I didn't do that in the first video because I didn't really know what to do with it and how to do it. But this time I'm trying to make everything pretty. So, and here we are, ready to coat my coasters. And I'm just pouring something, just a little bit of it, of the resin on top of it, not realizing how hot my resin already were. I let it sit for 35 minutes because it has a working time for, from 70 minutes. So I thought I'd be on a good timing, but yeah, I didn't realize that at that time yet. So I'm slowly working my way around the coasters and spreading the resin, just to get, because it's fabric, it has like little ridges and dents and stuff like that, and you have to put the resin all over those places too. And when I realized that my resin got too hot and it was already steaming, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta hurry up now. And I almost had a flash cure in my jug there. I put this part on fast forward a little, 2 times the speed, because it took too long. If you like my video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. It enables me to make more videos for y'all, and it shows YouTube that the people are interested in the things that I do. Thank you. Here I then realized how hot my resin was already, and you seen when I poured it on there how thick it already were. So yeah, it was like about time to get this on there. Yeah, and here you see me taking my finger and running it right on the edges, so there's a little bit of resin overflow to cover the sides as well. So, and this is how they look now. The resin is cured, and yeah. I did not do anything but the paint on the bottom of those coasters, because I wanted to show you that there can be overspill and what you gotta do to get rid of it. Usually you have to sand it down to the coaster to get rid of those noses. And yeah, I did something else, but I'll show you. But first, the coasters. So here I'm trying to Dremel off my drips, and I realized that the paint is coming off too. So I figured if I take a plier and like grab the overspill, I can take it just off, and it works like this. But it takes off the paint as well. But if you don't have nothing underneath, only the resin, this won't work. Then you will have to sand it, because the resin sticks to the resin, and you can't, there's nothing you can do about it to get rid of it, yeah, but sanding. But I wanted to show you what to do if you have that kind of problem though. So ever since I coated only with one coat of color, of acrylic color, the backs, and of course the pieces that I took off with the pliers, I have to paint it over, and this is what I'm going to do now. I did this about 3 times altogether, and I just let it run for y'all. All that white looked kind of naked for my taste, so I put a little purple color into my white and painted the middles like little flowers. And I did that with all 4 of them. And then I took a little more of the purple color and put it in the middle, and then a little more of it, and yeah, it's like a flower now. So I'm just putting down some gold edges because I have already gold in my coaster, so I had to use gold. But this is always the same, I just let it run a little short while. What I did here was I used my gloss varnish to put 2 layers down to protect the acrylic color and to make it shine a little. The only thing that I had left to do was to put some little feet, like silicone feet, on the bottom of those coasters, because the coasters were like kind of bowed and stuff. But this is what happens if you have recycling projects, because they're going to be recycled for a reason. So this is what I did, to put 3 of those little feet on there, so the coaster will stand straight up on the table. So, and I will leave some impressions at the end of this video, like shortly right now. And yeah, I'm finished. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a lot of fun just like me. If you like what I did, please subscribe to my channel or ring the bell or leave a thumbs up. I'd like that very much, and it's very much appreciated. Until next time, bye bye.